كل المشاهدين والأخوان والأخوات. My name is Jin Qian from AABC Media. Today we're at another buzzing monthly networking dinner hosted by the Australian Arab Business Council. The AABC advocates for its members' interests in Australia and abroad and brings tangible business opportunities for its members. And every monthly networking dinner has a topic. Tonight, our topic is the Australian Economic Outlook 2026, how it impacts on your business. Sounds like an exciting topic, George.
Thank you so much, Jin. Thanks for always being here with us. And your Arabic is just phenomenal. I'm now envious. I'm envious of your Arabic.
Thank you.
You know, it really did catch me by surprise. But so today's topic is quite important. We're talking about the Australian economy, how it impacts people. There's a lot of stories out there. There's a lot of myths out there. Let's look at the charts. Let's look at the maths. Let's look at the policies and see where Australia's going and what kind of predictions we can come up with. So it's great to have Westpac on board for this one.
Yes.
Bit of a different voice. We haven't had Westpac here before in quite some time. So it should be an exciting one. It's brought a good group of people, a lot of young people I've seen today. So it's good to see that this topic's still relevant to a lot of people.
I did notice that recent topics have really had a focus on the state of the economy and a future outlook. Why is it so important for businesses to understand the economy?
It's you know, you're absolutely right. The reason why we've focused on this topic quite a fair bit is because people want more answers. People want to know more information. And of course, you've got to have like a deep breadth of information as well, where you're getting it from, and a bit of a diverse voice. But the interesting bit is they're all saying the same thing. So, you know, we'll see what today has to unfold.
Finally, a difficult question for you as the president of the AABC. For potential businesses or your potential members out there who may be small businesses doing it tough, want to save money, understandably so, and joining an industry body or circle inevitably involves a small membership fee. So for all the businesses out there that may be hesitant, what would you say to them?
Yes, certainly. So you've got to look at the value that, you know, when you buy a product or you buy into a service, what that brings to you. When you get out of bed, you don't buy the cheapest clothes you buy, right? You know, you don't wear your Kmart t-shirt every single day. You wear something that brings you value. So you might go a couple of brands up a notch. So always focus on value whenever you sell your product or sell your services, or whenever you're buying and receiving. So what we bring to the table is that we are a network, we are a collective. You're dealing with a support group. So a lot of like-minded individuals in this room, a lot of business leaders who often have the same needs as what you would have as well. Some people have addressed them a different way, and it's an opportunity for you to learn from them as well, and for them to learn from you. So those are the kind of value that we bring to the table. And then, of course, to add the cherry on top, we have a monthly theme that also educates you on the process, as well as your networking, hanging out with your friends, your new friends. You also get in that process of education. So that's what we bring to the table, and of course, a lovely meal. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive than the others, because we don't skimp on the meals.
To all the potential members out there, come along, join up. And George, I look forward to another exciting night with you.
Fingers crossed, should be good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. My name is Jin from AABC Media. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm well, thank you. And my name is Sarimsakov from Westpac Business Banking.
Wow, I didn't expect someone so important like as our first guest. So what brings you here tonight, Sarah?
Well, we've come here to connect with the local community, and we also want to show our support. We know businesses are doing it really tough in the market, so we really want to showcase that we are here to help and support, and if anyone needs anything from the banks that we can help them with, they can always reach out to us.
I have a question. A lot of the times when we think of banks, we think of financial products. We don't necessarily think of the community and all the support that the banks can give us. Really, if I'm a business, what support can I get?
So there's a lot of things that we can do to help the businesses. So we see ourselves more like a strategic partners. It's beyond lending. So when you start, especially if you're starting a new business, there's a lot of challenges that you go through as a business owner. And if the banks aren't around to help and support you, then that could be the difference between you being a very highly successful business owner or you having challenges. So we partner with you and help and support you along the way.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good assistance. We're fortunate to have you here today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, and you. Thank you for having me.
It's wonderful to see you again. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm pretty well. Good to see you too. Apart from we had one in the summer, now it's winter.
Oh, yes, that was like 1 month or two ago.
A few months ago, yeah.
So what brings you back tonight?
Well, it's a great people around here, great networking event, and always good to upskill yourself what's happening around.
Yeah.
It's a great forum today, so looking forward to it.
And as you have previously told our audience and shared with our audience about your business, why don't you quickly share again the main purpose of your business? Where is it based?
Sure. We are building a next generation safety security storage. The security has been declining in terms of, we're in the very old school safety deposits, which is causing a lot of break-ins happening in the suburban neighborhood. People are targeting the households because they're storing valuables in there. And the banks are coming out of all the safety deposit boxes.
Yes.
And we're trying to solve that problem. And we're building a next generation safety storage facility.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds very practical for households as well as businesses large and small.
Absolutely. To give you a perspective, right? In Sydney alone, on an average, 4 to 5 break-ins are happening on a day. And people are losing a lot of precious, the heirlooms, the gold, their grandmother's gold ornaments and things like that, which is really impacting emotionally for the people around. And to give another example, I know a few families in Melbourne, they're carrying their physical wealth around whenever they're traveling. And there's lack of facilities around, and banks are coming out strangely. So we're filling the gap, and we're also modernizing the entire ecosystem. So it'll be not just a physical security we'll have, there'll be a digital trust layer as well. So we're going a lot of AI, cybersecurity enhancements, and more of an automation. So we're building something on 2026 standards, not the 2000 standards.
Yes. Okay. Because we didn't do this up front, so why don't we finish up loudly with your name and your business name?
Sure. This is Dinesh Indikurti. I am a founder of Kavach. It's a secret storage facility. First flagship will be opening in March next year in Marsden Park. It's fully autonomous solution.
Yeah.
Looking forward to see you everyone in there.
Yeah. Looking forward to that, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, thank you. See you around later. Yeah. Hi, Sean. Nice to meet you. My name is Jin from Ozar Media. We are, of course, fortunate to have you today as our guest speaker. And our topic today is the Australian Economic Outlook 2026, how it impacts on your business. What goodies have you got for us?
Okay, well, clearly we've got a very challenging environment at the moment. We've got the Middle East conflict, which still hasn't been resolved, and that's leading to a lot of cost pressures that businesses are facing. It's not just on the energy, it's flowing through to plastics and trickling all down the supply chain. So we've got that as the backdrop.
Yeah.
That, of course, is also having implications for monetary policy. So where are we seeing interest rate hikes? I've got some unfortunate news. We're still looking for some further rate hikes ahead. That's all creating an environment that is very challenging for households, tax policy changes for the housing investment sector. So it is going to be quite a challenging outlook ahead, I'm afraid to say.
And I understand tonight, not only are we having a strategic analysis of the state of the economy, we're also discussing some practical measures how business can succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the budget, there's been a lot of negativity around that. There is also some tax policies and reforms that actually can help some SMEs in particular. So we've had the instant tax write-off was made permanent, so it's $20,000 for each item. So that means that firms can, at at that time can actually write it off and not have to worry about doing a depreciation. So that helps improve some cash flows. They've also got to carry loss back as well. So that also is some measures to try and improve cash flows. Fortunately, it's probably not going to be that good again. I don't want to be pessimistic here, but that good for improving the overall environment at the margin in this near term, but it does provide sort of a floor underneath there. I mean, of course, there are other measures as well. I mean, SMEs have already gone through, and businesses in general have already come through quite a challenging time. So what we're seeing is more moves and how to make sure for cost management and improvements in productivity.
Okay. Last question. Businesses today, of course, have new information thrown at them every day, whether it be new government announcements or the 24/7 news cycle. How should they really cut through the noise and discern and find the path forward?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, there's a lot of complexity out there at the moment, and as you said, a lot of noise. I think it's very much choosing it, looking at both sides of any kind of news media that you do see, being choosy, and actually probably even taking a little bit of a break away from it all. We all need to be able to sort of take time to assess. Yeah, absolutely, and relax it as well.
Yeah. Thank you for your advice, and I look forward to your full speech tonight. Thank you. Okay, my name is Jin from Oz Arab Media. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
For our new audience who may be watching now, please share with us your name and what brings you here tonight.
Yeah, my name is Radwan Hamdan. I'm part of this beautiful network. It was established back in 2006.
Yes.
So it's been like 20 years in the making. Out of the 20 years, I was 10 years president. So you picked the right person who's passionate and loves this. We used to call it network, now we call it business council.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's a forum for business people to meet and discuss business issues, get, I guess, some sort of training and knowledge about what's happening in the economy, exactly what's happening tonight. We've got a Westpac economist talking about economics. And the members will, because everybody's busy in their job, working 5-6 days a week, so they take that opportunity once a month to get up to date and enjoy the company and the camaraderie that we have here.
Yeah. Okay. So you have left a very important legacy here, but now you're also a small business owner, as I understand.
I am. I have my own accounting firm. So really, as I said, it's a networking group where people meet each other and talk to each other, but most importantly, really, people learn from the experience, and some people foster. Each one has a different objective. People come to learn, people come to get business. People, because we're a council, get some basically support from the group in terms of being a council in government departments and what have you. So it ticks all the boxes to be a member of this Australian Arab Business Council.
Okay. Finally, from your wealth of experience, being a leader as well as a small business owner, what do you think is one thing that businesses need at the moment?
Look, I think a problem with businesses, and you see it more so than before, is the bureaucracy and the red tape. And there's too much policing, I guess, with AI and data matching. I think businesses, yes, you think it makes their life easier, and in reality it's making their life more difficult, because now whatever you do, you have to watch your back, because AI will catch you. And I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. Even when you're doing everything right, you find that AI will expose you, and so you just have to be extra careful. And I think it's meant to reduce red tape, but it makes, because your compliance has to be even more critical. If you've heard about this AML, which is anti-money laundering laws and what have you, which is really a good example of the cheap bureaucracy that you have to comply with, which we didn't have to go through 10 years ago. All right?
Thank you for your wealth of experience. I hope your small business flourishes and you make Katir Masari.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
proud of Arab Australia.
Thank you. We have just heard from the head of Australian Business and Industry Economics at Westpac, who has foreshadowed some risks for businesses, but as well as opportunities. And as we leave, there is some fantastic networking still going on inside this amazing restaurant. And that's the point. That's the point of AABC's monthly networking meeting. It allows members to get together, exchange ideas, and brainstorm ideas, and swap useful information. Networking also does not mean that you will always meet people you like. You may meet people you don't like, for example. But that's okay, because one thing for sure, networking brings new people, and new people bring new opportunities. Once again, my name is Jin Qian from Oz Arab Media.